Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Is Charles B present?
Yes, present.
Is Mark Fuller present?
I'm present.
Is Richard Diego present?
Present, sir.
Okay. And it's day
18.
18. Okay. So, the topic of today is the structure of the atom. And so, learner, by the end of this lesson, we expect you to be able to define an atom and to describe the structure of the atom. So, learner, what is matter made up of? Right? What are the components? What is the constituent of matter? Right? When you think about it, the atom is the smallest part, right? The atom is the smallest particle that matter consists of. Now that you have a general or a basic idea, I'd like you to think about the definition of an atom, the scientific definition of an atom. Right? Take 1 minute to think about it. So once you've thought about the definition, you can pair up with your friend and let your friend tell you what he has observed. Right? So you can pair up with Diego, and once you are done, you can pair up with Mark, and then Diego pairs up with Mark, so that they share the definition. Okay, share the definition. Very good. Now, what is the agreed upon definition that we've come up with? Yes, Richard.
We have been told an atom is the smallest unit of an element.
Yes.
And it's in any reaction.
Yes.
It retains its chemical properties.
Yes, that's very good. I can see you have agreed upon a good answer. Now, to clarify further, an atom is the smallest particle of an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. That is very correct. Now that we have defined what an atom is, the next task is to define the constituent particles of an atom. Right? What is an atom made up of? Right? So, we want to know what is an atom made up of, or in a more scientific term, we want to determine the atomic subparticles. Atomic subparticles. And so, for us to do this, Nana, I wish you to have a piece of paper. Please, if you have a piece of paper, piece of paper. And once you have a piece of paper, I want you to create 2 columns. Create 2 columns. Yes. And on one column, you write what you know about any idea that you have about atomic subparticles. Feel free to research. It's an open class. You can always find any resources on the internet that will help you to capture the atomic subparticles. So on one column, you just write one subatomic particle that you know. Give you 1 minute. Yes, very good. See, that's very good. Once you have written on your column, I'd wish for you to go to your friend and tell him to give you one of the subatomic particles that he has written. So, Richard, Diego, you can feel free to ask for B for 1 point. Yes. You take one, read, and then write on your end. What has he given you? Yes. Now, yes, write 1 point. Yes. Very good. Now, so you can get a point from Mark. You've written. Yes. Can someone volunteer and tell me some of the subatomic particles that you found? Yes, please.
We have protons.
Yes, very good. We have protons. Right. Yes, ma'am. Very good. We have neutrons. Yes, Diego? We have electrons. Very good. Is there someone who has discovered any more particles? Very good. These are the basic atomic subparticles. Although in some advanced courses of physics they talk about things like positrons and quarks and all that. But this will be our focus, right? For any chemical, if any chemical reactions take place, they normally involve these 3 atomic subparticles. Are we together? Yes, that is very correct. Now, once you know these atomic subparticles, the next thing we need to know is how these subparticles arranged in an atom. Hence, we are talking about the atomic structure, right? We can talk about the atomic structure. Is there, if anyone is writing, hope you can now have this. Right, let's talk about the atomic structure. Now, for the atomic structure, I'd like you to visit the following website. I hope you have an internet connection. I want you to visit the following website. I will write the link here. I want you in a group of 3 to visit this website. Mark, you can feel free to come near this laptop so that we visit this site. Right, this is the link. It's a bit long. Maybe I can assist you. Let me help you navigate to the site. I can see you have reached the site. So, let's see. You can write the following text, B and I. Once you've done that, there's that icon that looks like a button. Remember, we are discussing about the atomic structure. Now, students, as you can see in the simulation, the protons are denoted by the red. They are denoted by in the red bucket. The neutrons are denoted in the black bucket, and the electrons are denoted in the blue bucket. Now, as you know, the proton is situated in the center of the atom. Now, Lana, pick the proton from the blue, pick the proton from the red bucket and place it in the center of the atom. Now, Lana, the electron is situated at the outer shells, at the shells of the atom. Now, Lana, pick the electron and place it in the shell of the atom. Yes. Very good. That one is an electron. Now, the hydrogen atom has 1 proton and 1 electron. Once you add another proton to the center, add another proton. Now you can add 1 neutron. Yes. Yes. Now you can add another electron at the shell. Yes. Now you have a helium neutron atom. So, Lana, to summarize, what have you learned about the structure of the atom? Yes.
I've learned that the structure of an atom is made up of 3 main components. That is the electron, the protons, and the neutrons.
Very good. The atom is made up of 3 main subparticles: the proton, the electron, and the neutron. What have you learned about the structure of the atom? Yes.
The proton is found at the center of the atom.
Yes.
Electrons are on the levels,
On the shells. Yes. They are on the shells or sides. Diego, where are the neutrons located?
The neutrons are located at the center of the atom.
Very good. The neutrons are located at the center of the atom as well. Now, learners, I wish to give you an assignment. Right? I want you to identify and compare the charges of a proton, neutron, and an electron. Of a neutron that is the assignment for today. Have you all noted down the assignment? Very good. And now to conclude my lesson, I wish you to have a piece of paper, one piece of paper. You can just, and then you write down for me one thing that you have learned today. Once you have written down, you can hand over the paper to me. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, learners, we have come to the end of our lesson today. You can feel free to leave the class. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will go and review these papers to see what you have learned.